All right, 1806 Corriedale video walkthrough here. Definitely looking like the roof is probably near the end of its usable life. We have a couple spots of, worn trim, not a huge deal there. The siding is holding up pretty good on the front here. Looking good. This big ash tree probably doesn't need much work. I think there's a couple trees that could use some arborist attention. There's plenty of dead branches, but not super imminent. You can definitely see this other big old maple trees all over the house. So I probably would recommend getting an arborist. Siding on this side of the house looks good. Okay. Little dent in the garage there. I think that was there before. Beautiful day here in Fort Collins. Here's the other side. Siding looks like it's holding up really well on this side too. This is the original siding. There's a little bit of damage down here. Definitely not enough to warrant any replacement. This fence, the neighbor has agreed to split the cost. These 3 posts right there, 1, 2, 3, they need to be reset. And our tenant is very handy, and I think they can do that, and we could just take that off the rent, which I don't think is a problem. Yard's looking good. There's Jenny, our tenant, hanging out. Everything is beautiful back here right now as far as grit, the weather and the trees looking good. I think this one needs trimming though. It's, this is maybe a better angle where you can see how it's kind of hanging over the house here. The tree looks to be in good shape, but I think an arborist is necessary. No gutters along this back run, which definitely needs gutters. That's something 100% we got to do, because apparently when it rains here, this drip edge, it just pushes it right into this window. And there's been water. I think it gets wet sometimes. And then this soffit right here, it needs replaced. And I have a good soffit guy that I could get to come and do this run of soffits, and then add gutters here, probably replace the rest of them because they all look pretty rough. The siding is holding up well, looks really good. Looks like there might be a little bit of a negative slope here. I think where water might be getting in on the foundation, but that would probably take some mud jacking. So we could talk about that. All right, so I'm gonna go in the back here. Obviously, kitchen, new oven that they got off of Facebook. So here's kind of a better look at what's going on in here. She says that this is kind of soft, and I could feel that. It's dry right now, but you can see there's some rot going on here, and that's coming right from off the roof. And then maybe these cabinets are kind of starting to separate a little bit. I wonder if it has to do with the weight of the cabinets on slightly weakened drywall. There is a water stain up here. She said that hasn't changed. It's probably from the roof. Okay, carpet is definitely needing replacement at some point soon. Garage is full of stuff, but it's a garage, so here's what you got going on in here. These are very nice tenants. They've been great. I don't see any issues with keeping these guys. Okay, so living room obviously looks good. Front closet here. Okay, we're gonna go down first. Another issue she pointed out she wanted us to be aware of. This thing is really corroded, and apparently there's a drip. That's what they've determined, and they've tightened it, and it still drips. This is all really old. This box is probably original. She said that this washer is very close to the end. It can only do 1 cycle, and she has to put it in the exact right spot for it to happen. These are very old. I think these were around when Mason was here, so we probably would want to replace these and also get this box redone, because you'll see behind it here in this bathroom. So here's the bedroom, obviously. There is this going on. So that's coming from, behind. And this is mold. So we don't want to mess with this. I think we need to get this fixed and figured out. And, I can help you obviously coordinate that. Okay. This bathroom's holding up pretty good here. Nothing really of concern here except for that mold spot. Okay. Here's the living room. Okay. Going up. All right, so here's the other bathroom. Looks good in here. Let's see if I can get the light on. Well, maybe not, but this room looks good too. Pretty straightforward here. Okay, so yeah, there's some things that need some work here. I'm gonna go right back out the front just so you can see the exit here. And that is your video walkthrough here. I will send this to you guys and we can discuss.